Hi there, it's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. I'm here with another product premiere from the January to June 2022 mini catalog that was just released this week on January 4th. So all of the items in the catalog are available now. So let me know if you need a copy of the catalog. I'll be happy to pop one in the mail for you sometime this week. So what I'm working on today is one of my favorite bundles, and this bundle makes it even more special because it's a punch bundle, and we all love punch bundles. So I'll show you a different way. It's a punch builder, a sailboat builder. So sometimes they can be a little tricky when you want to just stamp out, one or two of the images, and you don't want to waste a whole piece of scrap paper. So I'll show you how to do that two ways. So this is the card we're going to try to make today. This is the stamp set, and it is just a stamp set. It's just a bundle. It's not part of a suite, or it doesn't have any coordinating DSP, which is fine because we can make our own backgrounds or use any of the other beautiful DSP that we have available. It's on page 70 of the new catalog, and you can see there are some samples here. And this sample here too uses another stamp set that I don't have yet, but it's a background stamp, and that's how they get those cool wave images. So I'm going to try to do my own version of those images, and so I'll show you how I did that. We're just going to start with I'll let you know what the layers are. I did trim out some of the layers. So this is just a regular base, 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 4 1/2. My Misty Moonlight is 5 1/4 and by 4. And my basic white layer is 5 by 3 3/4. So this is the one we're going to be stamping on. And then we're going to use scrap paper to crop out, to stamp, and then punch out that's adorable sailboat image. So let me just show you how I did my own wave action here. I'm using Balmy Blue, and I'm taking this really super large stamp, and I'm gonna have to use my really big block here. You could use your Stamparatus plate if you want, but I know I'm only covering this little bit, so it doesn't matter. It's just that I do need that little one. So let me fold this over so that my scrap, because I'm going to be going over it a little bit, because I want to have that wave action. So since my stamp is pretty large, I'm going to stamp it upside down, different from how we normally do. And this is the Balmy Blue. Got good coverage, although I just really need it for the centerpiece, but I wanted to build on each other. So let's see, I'm gonna do that there. And it has like a striped line through it, but it's also has areas of no color. So I think that's gonna help us to make the wave action. All right, so now let me just do one side here, and we're just building on it. So that's making a little bit of a scene that we're building up onto this. So, all right, let me just give it another little one, a little piece of, I just want a little bit darker there. I think that's fine. And we don't want it even. We don't want it going straight across, because that's not how the ocean works. Okay, so I have that. Now let me put my sentiment up on top on that same layer. So let's just use the let your dreams set sail, and that's the name of the stamp set. Let's set sail. So let's make sure this is that it's not too crooked. It's easier to see when it's the photopolymer. But let's just put this right there. Okay. Okay, and I love these fonts. They're fun and they're simple, and they really come out at you. Okay, so before we start to do some layering, let's just do a little bit of the sailboat building. So, like I said, this is a builder punch. So what you can do, and often I do this, sometimes I don't know if it's worthwhile, but you would decide for yourself whether you think it's worthwhile. I have something on there. So let's just take some of the pieces of the sailboat. It's really 3. And that's not going to work. I'll put this one here. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I have already taken just a piece of scrap, and I did already run it through the punch at some point. Let's see. Oh, which way am I going? This way. Okay, so now this is my template. So this is just a regular piece of scrap, run it through once just so that it, and then trim around the edge just so that it fits in there when you, so you can know that you're in the right place. So what I would do is just put this on another piece, and I'm going to take a little piece of my Post-it note tape that I usually use for my little cut and emboss machine. And we're just going to stamp right into the template, right with what we have there. So I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight. And then I'll show you another way if this is too much trouble. Because really what it comes down to is you're still going to have to crop around it a little bit to get it to fit in there, depending upon, to get it to fit in the punch, depending upon what size scrap you used. So just get that in there. And then for my center piece, pole, I'm not sure what that's called on a sailboat. I used to know. And I'm just going to put that right in here. Okay. Now, we can take this one piece and it should just fit nicely right into here. So this is what I mean, where you're still going to have to mess around a little bit with the paper as you're feeding it in. I think you have to do that either way. So you can see here, and then you can just line it up and just try to get all the angles in there. And then you have your 3 pieces that you need. And we're gonna just, we can just glue those together. So if you don't wanna do that, I think it's handy, but let me just show you another way of just simply stamping and then running it through so that you just get the pieces that you want. So let's see, my punch is going to go in this way. So I kind of want this guy to be up here. And then I'll take this one, and he's probably going to be here. Now, I'm not going to do all 3 at once, but you see what I mean here is that you have to just know which way you're, how you're going to fit your paper in there. And still, this may need to be rounded a little bit. Still more. Okay, and then you have your one sail over there. And then you would do the same thing for this side. Which way is he going? This way. Okay, so either way works. Just do whatever is easier for you. But it's only 3 pieces, and you do need all 3 pieces to make the sailboat, so it's not like you're wasting any of your images. Okay, so now, whoops, this is the guy we're going to be using. And we want to just put this together. And I'm going to put them together off the paper because I do want to do that reflection stamp, the reflection image after that. So with here, I could, I'm just going to use a little bit of, I don't know if I would use my fine tip glue pen, but I don't have that here. So let me just see if I can just get a little tiny bit here. And I want it there and there. I'm not really great with this liquid glue. It always gets somewhere it's not supposed to be. But let's just say that that's okay. And then this one here is going to go this way. So I want my dots to be there. Okay. And I want to be able to leave space in there. So a little air can get through there. Okay, so this is ready. And I'm going to place that on here, but I know where I want to place it is going to be right here. But there's this really cool stamp in here that has, it's a reflection stamp. And this is my favorite stamp out of the set, because that is so cool the way it will just show a little reflection underneath where the sailboat. So you think the sailboat's going to go pretty much, I think he's going to go right to the edge there. So I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight again and just add that on there like that. Okay, now let's get these layers on, and then we can get it all together. Get that out of the way. Okay. Okay, I'm just centering this onto my card base. And then I can take the star of the show here and put that right there with some dimensionals or some foam strips. I think I'll use dimensionals, both small and large, to make sure that that's on there. I think that's all I need is just two. Okay, and there we go. Look at how pretty that is and how simple that was to put together. I do have a little bit of these embellishments. I was looking for the polished dots that is a new embellishment with this new catalog, and I can't find them. So I'm going to use these. This is called Faux Sea Glass Shapes, and I think that these will do just perfectly. They're very tiny. And let's see. And let's put another little one right here. There we go. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite bundles. This is my favorite punch bundle, obviously, from the new catalog. It's the January to June 2022 mini catalog. The products are available now, and I hope that you'll check it out. Like I said before, if you need a catalog, just let me know, and you can shop anytime on my online store. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to like it and share it, and maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the very next video that I have. Okay, thanks again for joining me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.